Here. Okay. Well, I will start off this meeting. Hey, you are here at the Team Olson, Team Renderman, Team Markeland team meeting for March. It's March, but we're talking about February, things that happened, things that were good, and getting ready to rock and roll in this new season that we're in. Spring is like almost here. I think we just had our last maybe snowstorm in Wisconsin, hopefully. Jen is back in Wisconsin. That's why I needed to bring this up. New season, Jen is back in Wisconsin. If you're on Jen Olson's team, you've probably heard a lot from her this week about the snow. She's not a fan. Anyways, we have
it's
a
not
lot
that I don't like the snow. It's that I don't like the snow full-time RV living in the snow.
For sure. But we have some good things in store for you tonight. We want to keep it short and simple. So we're going to start off with some recognition. I think that's what's on the agenda first. Next month, we're going to get a little more superficial, maybe have like a cute little presentation for you guys. And so I'm going to start with Team Renderman. I'm super proud of you guys. We had another good month here with Epicure. I want to congratulate Ashley on being green by 15. That is a big thing. If you don't know what green by 15 is, and maybe you're new, maybe you're catching the recording, you're catching the live, whatever. Green by 15 means that you are simply qualified with 250 QV by the 15th of the month. That just helps us gauge how we can support you. If you're green by 15, you're working your business. You are here, you're and wherever you are at, we just want to support you and be here and all the things. So congratulations, Ashley, on being green by 15. And to my two new team members this month, already in March, is Carrie. I don't know that she's on tonight, but if she is, thank you, Carrie. And super excited to get your business off and running. And then to Brenda, who is also my superstar of February. Brenda was new here and she had some rock solid sales, getting all of her sales going for the month and all the things. So congratulations, Brenda, on being the superstar of Team Renderman for February. And I will hand it off to Jen or Christy, whoever wants to go next.
Okay, I'll jump in real quick. I am Jen Olson and super excited to be here. My rock stars for this month, Amber, who is actually on. Amber signed 2 new consultants last month, so woohoo! And she is still within her, this month, at the end of this month is her 6 months. So she's actually working with Kayla's future leader group as far as hitting EC and potentially leader. So super excited for you, girl. And then Monica was on our last meeting. She wasn't able to jump on. She just found out she actually has a very stressful county job. And she's like, oh my gosh, I can't jump on tonight. She has to give a presentation, I guess, for the position that she's in to get an actual salary raise. She works like 24/7 and she only gets paid for 24 hours. So anyways, so she's like, if you could just cover, but this month, or I should say February, was her first full month and she closed her first 4 cooking classes. So she was able to earn her kit for free. Plus she hit 2000 QV club. So she was just rock star last month. So those are my 2 shout outs for my tops and sponsoring, as well as Monica rocking her first month. So super proud of them both.
Awesome. Very good, everybody. So Team Markeland had an awesome month. We had Sunny, Tina, and Gail, who are all green by 15, and those are all Sunny's team. So we're just going to speak it into the universe, Sunny. You are going for leader this month. It is your month 6, so we are all rooting you on so that you get that bonus, and you are more than capable, and we are so excited for you. So they were green by 15, and then Sunny and Tina were both 1000 QV club. And I want to shout out Mary too, because Mary has sold 5 Epic Box subscriptions, which is incredible. Congratulations.
Awesome. So fun. We love working with you guys. And we're so proud of you for being here tonight and showing up for your business. If you're here and you're like, hey, I don't know, I'm just here for the discount, you showed up for a meeting. So rethink that. Okay. You're here. You own a business. And with that, we're going to go into, are we doing sponsoring next? Or are we doing how to use a team class? Jen? Sponsoring. Okay, we're going with sponsoring. So I'm going to talk a little bit about sponsoring. And there's two things that we do here at Epicure. Number one, actually, if you were on the call last night, you should know these answers. Does anybody know the two things we do here at Epicure besides me, Jen, and Christy? Come off of mute and tell us.
Host classes.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, is she frozen?
She may be. So we have host classes. What's the next one?
Sponsoring.
Sponsor.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so those are our two things here at Epicure. So if you're hosting classes, you're also sponsoring. And now what I just came upon, I've been here with Epicure for 2 years, guys. So I think I joined a month after Christy, and Jen, you were in like our same timeline, I feel like.
Yeah, I joined October of 2020. So,
Okay. So
but
a
I was
little bit later.
introduced in May of 2020. So it's
Got it.
almost been 2 years that I'm
Got it.
familiar with.
So you guys, I came here and I was like, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be here for sales. I don't care about a team. I'm just going to do the sales. And I had this stigmatism about the word selling. And it took until I went to the Elite Leader Retreat, which was my second retreat here with Epicure in our team. And someone was talking about the business, and she was talking about how she would be interacting with people out in public, and they'd be like, oh, what do you do? And she says, oh, I own a small business with Epicure, and I am an auditor. Okay, that's what she said. And I was like, wait, I like those words, because you guys, if you're not saying I own a business with Epicure or I sell Epicure, depending on which way you like to say it, if that's not your first thing here, you need to change your words, or you get to change your words rather. Okay, so I always said, oh, I'm a tax accountant and I sell Epicure. Like, I was ashamed to say that I sold Epicure, but now I get to say I own a business with Epicure, right? I am the owner of my Epicure business. I own Epic Foods with Courtney. Nobody else is going to run it for me. And so now I've been able to go out and say, hey guys, I own a small business with Epicure, and I'm also a tax accountant. And they're like, wait, what's Epicure? So that gets them, your person that you're talking to be like, wait, what? What did you say? They're asking, they're engaging in the conversation with me. And then I tell them right off the bat, yes, it's an amazing company. It's food-based, but I have 3 ways that I can support you in the season that you're in. Number one, you can join our team, right? We start at the top of the mountain and you talk about sponsoring. And so this is where I get into, you too can own a business with Epicure, right? It's not about you have to sell Epicure. We own a business with Epicure, and whatever you choose to do with it is your choice. So that is how I've changed my words when I'm approaching my new customers. Now, I think in the last probably month or two, I've really started to use, if someone places an order, I send them a message. I was talking to the girls today, and I said, I'm going to read it to you word for word. They place an order and I'm thanking them, and then I say, awesome. Now, the next way I love to help my customers is earn them free products by hosting or inviting them to learn more about the opportunity here at Epicure. Which of these two would you rather hear about? So I'm giving them an option to learn about those two. Then they get to choose. And if they say neither right now, then you just circle back to them in the meantime. I've never had someone say, neither, that's it. They say, neither right now, or it's just not a good time, but I'll circle back to you. Or they say, can you just get back to me in like a month or two? Like they're leaving it open-ended. So in that essence, that has opened my eyes to sponsoring, to building more of a team. And you guys, I helped Carrie. She's onboarding right now, but I have 2 more that should be in our team by the end of the week. 100%. They're ready. They just need just to figure out a couple things on their end, but they're ready. So it's talking about the opportunity. If you're not talking about the opportunity, you're doing it wrong, and that's okay. I did it wrong for 2 years, you guys. Okay, so don't be Courtney. Don't be like me. That's where you're going to find your money here in this business. And that's a plug for, there's some trainings going on in the Troutman organization around money coming up this month. So make sure you plug in there. But that is my little tip on sponsoring tonight. Any questions? Your leaders can reach out to you if you do have questions and you want some of the words. Your leaders have them, and you guys can engage it with that, or feel free to message me.
Could I touch quickly on creating a sponsoring culture?
Yes.
Okay, so these are not my ideas. You guys need to listen to the org call from last night when Jennifer Blimka shared how her team is just exploding right now. And she has this amazing sponsoring culture in her team because that's how they start out. They normalize it. You know, who can you think of who wants to join you? Who do you know? It's okay to hear no. You're going to hear no. Because a lot of times people, they don't want to ask people because they're afraid of saying no. But if you think of it, what is this Cheesecake Factory thing? Okay, so when you walk into Cheesecake Factory, you know that your waiter is going to ask you if you want some cheesecake. That waiter is not going to prejudge you and be like, you know what, they had a big dinner, so probably they don't want one, or why are they ordering 2? That waiter is not going to judge you. And if you say no, it's okay. You should have the same idea about your Epicure business. Offering Epicure to anybody is a gift. And if you don't believe that right now, talk to your leader, because think about how this has truly helped your family, changed your life, and always lead. If your mind is on service, you should never be nervous. Everybody is a potential customer, which also means that everybody is a potential teammate for you. Don't let yourself become doubtful. Do you want to sit with the whiny person, or do you want to sit with that person who is happy and optimistic and that you want to be invited into whatever they are doing? So Jennifer's team, they just start off right away with sponsoring. Who do you know? And it's okay to hear no. That's a great way to think.
Yeah, that was a great takeaway last night. I think it was actually in the leader call, and definitely something I reached out to my team on, because I think so often we're all like, like, do we want to share? Are we being spammy pammies? And if people eat, like, we're being selfish by not sharing with them and allowing them to make, you know, the yes or no decision on their own. So with that being said, I am going to talk about team cooking classes and how we can use these to build our business. So obviously every month now, corporate is doing one. It's great to see Amelia, or if Ricky or who else is going to do them. It's an amazing way to help to build your business. I know that obviously the Troutman org does one every single month. Now corporate is doing one every single month. So now you have the opportunity to have 2 team classes help you build. For my personal organization, I had reached out to my gals and said, hey, would this help you? And so we started our own last month as well. And the reason why it helps is we are all busy. Yes, I work with my husband. We have a seasonal business. A lot of other people, while we work, 8 months out of the year, 7 days a week, a lot of people are working, 40, 50, 60 hours, 12 months out of the year. And so we're still busy, but there are those of us, nurses, principals, accountants, you name it. we all have, busy seasons of life. And by having these team classes that we can use to build, it's really a great opportunity to even share with the people that we may say, hey, we have a great business. Yay, you may have joined for a discount, but here we have a team class you can be part of. You're using it. Maybe you can't run a personal class during any specific month. Now you have 3 individual classes, or 2, like I said, our particular team runs one as well. So we have 3 classes that we're able to get those hosts into. So if you don't have the opportunity to do those classes yourself, but in addition, it's a great way to onboard certain people. So maybe you are super busy. It's a great way to have the free. One of the things I know that Kayla talks about, not necessarily free, sorry, is that it's a great way to go in, and as leaders, we are sharing different content. And so if you have just onboarded, it's a great way to get content to share into your VIP groups and to, have different ideas to share without stressing yourself out. I know one of the things that I tout with my girls a lot is Facebook has scheduling. Take the time on a Sunday and make sure that you schedule, at least 2. And I know Amber and I talk about this a lot because I know she's stressed out and busy, and the people on her team are as well. It's very easy to at least set up 2 scheduled posts every single day. And when you have a team class that you can kind of go in, obviously you don't want to copy it verbatim because then the Facebook police are going to be after you, and it's going to hurt your algorithms. But it's a great way to be able to use either the team cooking classes or Epic marketing designs. We have Epicure recipe exchange group. So there's so many different things in there that you can kind of take and choose and try to build your business. So that is the beauty of team classes. But you also have to make sure if you're adding people to those team classes that you're actually engaging as well, because that not only helps us as leaders, it's going to help you, because again, the people that you're inviting to those groups, they trust you first and foremost over anybody. I mean, we could sit there and talk all day, but if you say, hey, this is why I joined, this is why my why is, or if your hosts are engaging, there's going to be more camaraderie, so to speak, more engagement, and they're going to have more fun in those classes. So it's just a perk for you guys to be able to use and to build your business as well.
Yeah, and just one thing to add, the corporate class is held in a public group, so you can share that class, the live, as soon as Amelia goes live, you can share that directly into your parties. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 classes. If you're doing 8 classes a month and you want to have them all on the 15th, you definitely could with that team class. So I know Jen was just speaking about crazy busy lives. I'm a tax accountant. This is my busy season. March is not fun for me. I worked 74 hours last week. And we had a lot of family stuff going on. Like 6 of my family members were in a really bad accident. So just a lot of things going on that takes me all over the place. Like I can't even do my laundry. Like it's crazy, but I still have time to fit in my Epicure, and I'm using that class or our team classes in the Troutman organization, the on-demand classes. So if you can use the corporate class and share it into those classes, and you can even share that afterwards. If you don't have time for a live demo, or you're not, maybe you're not someone that is ready to go live in a group and do an actual demo, you can always go back and use the most recent class and just share it in there.
I love what Jen said about taking content to schedule in your recipe club. And this is kind of a tangent and I will make it quick, but I have been in a funk with my recipe club for the last month or 2. And it's because of algorithms and all these things, but I decided that this month I was going to get over it. And this is my recipe club calendar. And I did this in an hour. Like I cranked this out in an hour just because I watched this really fantastic social media training by Belinda Ellsworth, like a conference that she had, and it got me really excited. And this might look like it would take forever to do because I have 2 or 3 posts every day. Honestly, this took me an hour. So if that is something that would fill your cup to learn how to do that, let your leader know so that maybe we could talk about it next month. And some people that doesn't fill your cup, and that's okay. But I love having a recipe club. It's just a nice way to connect with people and get to know my customers a little bit better. So that's my little tangent.
Hey, does anyone have any questions or anything else you'd like us to, talk more on as far as the topics that were discussed tonight?
Hey guys, I'm Amber. I'm on Jen's team. I don't really have any questions, but I just wanted to kind of put in my input on stuff. So my little girl was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2018. And then she just recently got diagnosed with celiac disease. So I kind of played the whole, I was scared at first doing live videos. I said, hey guys, I was like the most awkward person ever on live. Just like everywhere I was like, and I kept looking around. So with that being said, I have started speaking from my heart because I still do, so don't get me wrong, but I kind of spoke from my heart. I'm telling them like my real life situation. I am a very real person. So it was one of those things where I went live. I just told Jen today I was FaceTiming and I'm like, did you think that was stupid what I did yesterday? No makeup, my hair's all messy. I have a child screaming from my phone wanting to watch Cocomelon. But I am just doing real life, everyday situations because I feel like sometimes we can put on a front for people and they're like, oh my gosh, well, Amber doesn't work anymore, which I still work for administration in a hospital and I don't advertise it, but I am just me. I'm me, the Amber that everyone knows. And so I don't try to put on a front. And with that being said, I'm so passionate about this because my grocery bills went from $400 a month or a week, not a month, a week to $150 because we live by gluten-free. So I am very passionate about it. And I show that enthusiasm in my classes, in my open house. I had an open house. I didn't even put out order forms. I kid you not, because I'm like, I just want the people to try the food. I had 2 families, which Jen witnessed tonight, my friend Rachel, that we did a welcome call with, because I just sponsored her. I was going to send them or take them food down to their house, but because they had COVID. I didn't even have enough food to send to the 2 people that had COVID because everybody gobbled it up. I was praying for leftovers because I busted my tail on many appetizers and stuff. So it's one of those things where if you speak from your heart, I truly feel like, and if you really believe in it, because I don't have to have this income. It's not about the income. I am doing this because I have been overwhelmed with COVID in the hospital for 2.5 years. I stepped away when Lily got diagnosed with celiac. And I am trying to help the mothers out there because that's what it's about. Motherhood, you need rock star friends. You need rock star foundation. And so now I'm reaching out to all of these mothers that I know they're struggling. Trust me, our text that every word is when the F am I going to cook for supper tonight? And I'm like, I don't know. I picture something and 2 ingredients in, I got really confused. That's where I'm at. I'm there to help people. And that's what I'm passionate about. And so I'm getting ready to sponsor my 3rd person Thursday. And I did join back in September, but I got very deadly, almost sick, died of COVID in October. And then November and December were blackout blur because we have birthdays, we have a ton of stuff going on. But I'm very passionate about this. And I've done Mary Kay, I've done a lot of stuff. And I told Jen this time, this is something, especially I will pull the card of the way the economy is going. This is your chance to thrive. If you tell people hey, I can cut your grocery costs by $100, $200, $300, they're going to believe it. And they should believe it because it's real. It's not a false advertisement, guys. I swear to you, I have this mini board. I've showed it in my VIP group. I write down every single item that I need to buy at the grocery. And then I write down what packets I'm using, and people, my cousin Paul, he's a stingy man, and his wife and them, they're using it here now because it saves them an extra, 40, 50 bucks. So have that enthusiasm, have that confidence, because I'm not selling it to make money. I know some people are, and that's, I hope one day I can be 6 figures, but, give them the encouragement. Like, moms need that. Mom needs that. Like, hey, I'm here to save you money and help you. They're like, oh my gosh, great. Like Mary Kay, I'm here to make you beautiful again. Well, that's defeating. Like, so I'm not beautiful. I mean, that's how and this is just me being honest. Jen knows me, I'm very honest, but I am here literally to save people's health issues and save them money and make their life a lot easier. And the people that I do really good with this company, and I'm very passionate about it, but it's because I believe in it, and I am helping other people see it and like, wow, like I show my receipts. I post so much stuff in my own personal life because I'm like, I'm not lying to you guys. Like, this is real. So that's my, 5-minute input, of course, but this company's changed my life, not just for money. I mean, it's great income. But I'm here to help mothers that they might not be able to stay home. I am privileged to stay home. I do work 2 days a week for the hospital still, but I am doing this because a lot of moms struggle. And I told Jen, I said, if I would have had this company before, or even after Lily got diagnosed with celiac disease, I might not have left the hospital, because this company would have changed my life as far as just meals. So that's it. That's all I have to say.
Bravo to you. That was amazing. And if maybe you're not a mom, I'm not a mom. Here's something out of Amber, like what I picked out is find your why. Find what drives you here at this business. Mine is because I just absolutely love knowing that we can have dinner in a few minutes. We never have to go through that agonizing question that makes so many people tense, stressed, frustrated. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? Did you get something out for dinner? It just is infuriating. So find your why, and all of the things. That was very powerful. Thank you, Amber, for sharing. Anything else? Otherwise, I'm gonna stop the recording. I think we're good. Well, we'll come back with you. I don't think we scheduled the next one yet. We'll come back to you with a date. I'm gonna stop the recording though.
We did really good. We're like only 4 minutes over.
Yeah,
compared
but
to
we didn't
last
start right
time with
away.
Stacy. I know.
I think we did good.